Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm James Johnson, a personal injury attorney here in California. In today's video, I'm discussing an all too common issue that threatens motorcyclists every day: driver negligence, especially at intersections. Unfortunately, this week, we were reminded of the tragic consequences of this kind of negligence. Last Sunday, a fatal motorcycle accident occurred in Long Beach at the intersection of Woodruff Avenue and Wardlow Road. A 28-year-old motorcyclist from Lakewood lost his life when an SUV reportedly failed to yield the right-of-way and made a left turn directly into his path. Motorcycle accidents like this are all too common, and the results can be devastating, as we see in this case. Unfortunately, this young man's tragic death isn't an isolated incident. Motorcyclists are particularly vulnerable at intersections, and when drivers fail to yield, the outcome can be catastrophic. Let's take a moment to talk about the dangers motorcyclists face on the road. According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, motorcyclists are nearly 30 times more likely to die in a crash per mile traveled compared to those in passenger vehicles. And a large portion of these accidents happen at intersections. Intersection accidents can happen when a driver fails to properly yield, misjudges the motorcycle speed, makes a sudden turn, or simply doesn't check their blind spots. In this case, the driver of the 2006 Toyota Highlander was turning left into the motorcyclist's path, something that unfortunately happens more than we'd like to admit. So why are intersections such a dangerous place for motorcyclists? For one, drivers often don't see motorcycles coming, especially when they're approaching from the side or in the blind spot. That's why it's so important for motorcyclists to stay visible, but even the most cautious rider can't control how others drive. At intersections, there's often a rush to turn left or make a quick maneuver, and unfortunately, a lot of drivers don't always notice the motorcyclist approaching. When a driver turns left in front of the motorcyclist, there's a little time for the rider to react. This can lead to devastating consequences, as we saw in the Long Beach crash. So what can be done to prevent accidents like this? First, we must raise awareness about the importance of sharing the road safely with motorcyclists. Drivers should always look twice before turning and check their blind spots, especially at intersections. Motorcyclists, on the other hand, should always be proactive in protecting themselves. Stay visible, use your lights even during the day, and always be prepared for other drivers to make sudden moves. And of course, wearing protective gear, including a helmet, can make all the difference in a crash. If you or someone you know has been involved in a motorcycle accident due to a driver's negligence, it's critical to speak to an experienced personal injury attorney. Accidents like this raise important legal questions. In cases where drivers fail to yield, motorcyclists or their families may be entitled to compensation for medical bills, pain and suffering, lost wages, and more. Your legal team should know how to handle these complex cases and identify all possible defendants. I want to take a moment to send my deepest condolences to the families of the two people who died in this tragic crash. Our thoughts are with you during this time. If you have any questions or need assistance with a motorcycle accident case, feel free to reach out. And as always, stay safe out there, watch for motorcyclists, and always remember to yield the right of way. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, make sure you like, share, and subscribe for more updates on California personal injury law. Take care and stay safe.